Hi everyone. For those of you who do not already know us, we are Michelle's college roommates, Kayla and Jessica. We feel very honored to stand up here before you all and speak about our friendship with Michelle. So Michelle and I met all of 10 years ago as freshmen in college. We lived within 10 feet of each other for 2 years. To say I was terrified of what my college experience would be like would be an understatement. I remember in the months leading up being very worried about how I was going to find my place. And after I arrived, I realized that was not going to have to be a concern of mine, primarily because of Michelle. Okay. So she was my lifeline freshman year. From the first moment that I met her, she accepted me as her new friend and never looked back. Michelle was different than any other person that I had ever met. She was so free and comfortable in her own skin, and she taught me how to feel comfortable in a place to me as foreign as college. College will forever be known as one of the most stressful and exciting times of our lives. Your roommates see it all, the good, the bad, and the ugly. They are your rock. Jess and I are so fortunate because not only did we make those friendships, but they have lasted us to this very day. Michelle, I have many fond memories of college, some more vague than others, many more vague than others, some more embarrassing than others. Since it is your wedding day, I will spare you all from those stories, but if you catch me later, those stories are fair game. One night that I do vividly remember was the last night of our sophomore year. That night, we climbed to the roof of our dorm tower. I think it was like 10 stories, something like that. Don't worry, parents, it was not as unsafe as it sounds. But I remember that night in particular because I remember thinking that we would never experience that same moment in time again. Feeling so young and so free, full of so much life and happiness ahead of us. Similar to today in many ways, with there being so much love surrounded by you and so much life and happiness to look forward to. Michelle, as Jess and I have been taking some time to reminisce about our time in college with you, we realized that there was so much that we would have missed out on if it was not for you. You pushed us outside of our comfort zone, and to this very day, you are one of the bravest women that we know.
Hi everyone, I'm Jessica. I'm not used to talking to microphone, but I will today. So Michelle was my first friend in college. I remember moving my stuff in with my parents, wondering how I was gonna make friends in this strange new place. But like Kayla said, Michelle made that very easy for us. I remember the first time I met her, she peeked her head into my room and asked if I wanted to go to the first residence hall meeting together. We got to talking, and I remember thinking, this is the kind of person I want to spend my college years with. Michelle was easy to talk to, open, and one of the most genuine people I had ever met. There were people in college I met in passing, went out with once or twice, and forgot about. Michelle was not one of those people. After that first day we met freshman year, I knew I had to stick with this girl, and I did. We hung out every day, watched Sex and the City together, borrowed each other's clothes, and had countless heart-to-heart conversations in our room. Now, for those of you who don't know us, Kayla and I can be a little neurotic. Yeah. We tend to be worriers and planners, and over the years, being around Michelle has taught us how to live a little freer, be a little more confident, and enjoy life a little more. She is a lifelong friend. Once you meet her, you have to keep her. Obviously, Dan, you know that Michelle is a keeper. You two started out in Connecticut, making your first memories together. Then you picked up and started a new life in Atlanta, buying your first home together and your first pet together. You guys will have a million more firsts down the road, and we can't wait to watch you grow together as husband and wife.
So Michelle and Dan, Today is not only a celebration of tonight, but of roads past traveled that have brought you to this beautiful moment in time. So everyone, please raise your glass and toast Michelle and Dan to a lifetime of happiness. We wish you all the best and we love you. Cheers.